What's up, guys? It's Angel, channel, medium, psychic, whatever you want to box you want to put me in. Anyway, so yesterday I was driving, and the way I like to meditate sometimes is I like to ride to work in silence. It's dark outside, so it's just me, the road, to silence. And so I rode in silence quite a bit yesterday. Listened to some podcasts and whatnot, and XYZ. So as I was driving, I had a download come to me, and I thought it was very interesting. Is that we think about, like, so let's go back in time. Let's go back to Atlantis, right? Everybody always puts Atlantis in Egypt. Well, I actually think Atlantis, the original Anunnaki kingdom, was here in the United States. I think it was actually the Grand Canyon. I think the Grand Canyon was the first original pyramid. And if you look at some area views versus the pyramids, you'll realize that it's pretty damn close to the first original pyramid. I feel like when the war broke out, when the EG people, I think is what they're called. But anyway, their little workers decided they didn't want to work anymore. And they started to kind of stop working and try to overthrow the Anunnaki. I feel like that small war made the Anunnaki move. And I feel like Thoth was told, okay, let's go pick up, go to Khem, rebuild, which was now present day Egypt. So that's the pyramid that's still standing due to the material that they had over there. See, we didn't have material like that here. Over there, they had the sand, which helped form a lot of the stone, bricks that are placed along the pyramid. And I believe the Grand Canyon was the first original pyramid. Anyway, with that being said, I feel like the Native Americans were already here, and when they watched all this unfold. So I feel like when Anunnaki left, they left a lot of relics and things, and they left those relics and things here with the Native Americans. So I feel like, so let's go back to the invasion. Let's go back to when, quote unquote, Christopher Columbus discovered America. You can't discover something that was already found. I mean, if that's the title they want to give you, then great, but it can be found. So I feel like when the Rosicrucians, I think I said his name, in the Vatican City, the Knights Templar gave him the money to come over here, because the Vatican City hoards all of the relics and stuff, from the emerald tablets to crystals to anything, are buried deep below the Vatican City, below that vault. So you can't get down there to see it or get to it. So I feel like they were sent over here to the Native Americans to get this stuff from them. Upon not being able to get them, then we've seen what happened kind of in history. Even though they don't talk about that, we kind of seen what happened in history. So I feel like that's when the Native Americans start to disperse, spread out, and move on. So I feel like that the whole voyage was after relics that the Native Americans had. So I feel like the Native Americans hold a lot of relics from the Atlanteans, and from that time period. And that's something we'll never know. You know what I mean? Because that stuff is protected, it's closely guarded, and it's some stuff we'll never get our hands on. But I also feel like a lot of it was buried on Nova Scotia. Between Nova Scotia, the Native Americans, there's a lot of relics we haven't seen, but it's also protected. So anyway, that was the download I had from yesterday. And also that a lot of us are from families that are from different star seeds. A lot of us think about the Pleiadians, but it's different star seeds out here. So you got to think, we come from different galaxies. This is just our galaxy is a grain of salt in this solar system. So to look at the galaxy you come from, that gives us our different markings, such as the color of our skin, hair textures. Those are just markings from the star system in which we came from. So I feel like a lot of our families were slaughtered by the group that came known as Anunnaki. Not all were bad. Thoth was a great Anunnaki who gave wisdom and helped and tried to save the people. But then you had his brother, Enlil, or Amun-Ra as I call him, who was not about that life. He wanted control. He wanted people to do what he said. And if you really truly look back at a lot of history, you'll see that we still live under his veil. From the way cities are built to roads are built, we still live under his veil. So anyway, so that was my downloads for today. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. If you haven't, click the link in my bio. Go subscribe to my YouTube. I'm going to be going live over there talking more about this stuff. Hope that you guys have a great Wednesday, hump day. And that's all. I'm going to come to you later with a channel message. That's just the downloads that I have for today, and I found it very interesting. We out.